Welcome, everyone. As senior software architects and infrastructure engineers, you know that the complexity of global-scale systems has surpassed human-only management. Today, we are diving deep into the three foundational types of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning, specifically through the lens of high-availability system design. We aren't just looking at algorithms. We are looking at how these paradigms integrate into your CI/CD pipelines, your telemetry stacks, and your automated remediation engines. By the end of this session, you will understand how to choose the right ML architecture to ensure 99.999% uptime while managing millions of concurrent requests across geographically distributed clusters. Let's begin by mapping these paradigms to our existing infrastructure needs. Supervised learning is defined by its reliance on ground truth labeled data. For an infrastructure engineer, this means utilizing historical logs to train models that can predict future failures. We typically leverage two primary categories: classification and regression. Classification helps us identify if a node is healthy or failing based on past patterns. Regression allows us to predict the exact capacity requirements for the next hour based on 100K plus samples of historical traffic. The challenge at scale is the labeling pipeline. You need robust data engineering to ensure that your ground truth isn't corrupted by transient network blips. When implemented correctly, supervised models become your first line of defense in proactive incident management. In a globally distributed system, you often don't know what you're looking for until it causes a latency spike. This is where unsupervised learning excels. Unlike supervised methods, it doesn't require labels. It looks for the latent structure within your raw telemetry. Using techniques like k-means clustering or principal component analysis, PCA, we can group similar user behaviors or identify anomalous traffic patterns that haven't been seen before. For architects, this is the key to zero-day anomaly detection. By reducing the dimensionality of millions of metrics, you can spot the one microservice instance that is deviating from the cluster norm, even if no specific alert rule has been written for that condition yet. Reinforcement learning, or RL, is the most complex but most rewarding for infrastructure automation. It operates on a feedback loop of agent, state, action, and reward. Imagine an RL agent managing your global load balancer. Its state is the current traffic distribution, its action is shifting weights between regions, and its reward is maintaining a system-wide latency of less than 100 milliseconds. Over millions of iterations, the agent learns a policy that outperforms static heuristics. However, for senior architects, the risk is the exploration phase, where the agent tries suboptimal actions to learn. Implementing RL requires a high-fidelity simulator or a safe shadow environment to ensure that the learning process doesn't trigger a global outage. Choosing between these types isn't just about the math, it's about the resource constraints of your infrastructure. Supervised learning requires massive ETL pipelines to maintain the 10 petabyte plus of labeled data needed for high accuracy. Unsupervised learning is computationally expensive during the fitting phase, often hitting the memory wall, where HBM3 constraints limit your model's depth. Reinforcement learning requires a constant, high-speed feedback bus. As architects, you must balance the O of n squared scaling complexity of some clustering algorithms against the real-time requirements of your service-level objectives. We must design for training at scale, where the model training itself is as distributed and resilient as the production application it supports. Once a model is trained, the next challenge is inference, the act of using the model in production. For global systems, you face a choice: centralized versus edge inference. To maintain high availability, we often use shadow inference. We send 10% of live traffic to a new model version while the primary model still handles the response. We monitor the delta between their outputs. This canary approach for ML models is essential. Furthermore, your inference engine must support zero downtime hot swapping. If a model starts drifting, where its predictions lose accuracy over time, the system must be able to roll back to a previous weights file without dropping a single packet. This requires a robust versioning strategy for both code and model parameters. The old adage, garbage in, garbage out, is amplified at scale. For supervised systems, you need ETL pipelines capable of 10 petabyte plus throughput to keep models fresh. For unsupervised anomaly detection, you need feature stores that can provide 1 millisecond retrieval times for real-time inference. Architecture-wise, this means moving away from batch processing toward event-driven streams using tools like Flink or specialized vector databases. You also need versioned data lineage. If a model makes a catastrophic decision in a reinforcement learning loop, you must be able to trace back to the exact state of the world, the specific data points that led to that action. This level of auditability is non-negotiable for enterprise-grade infrastructure. In reality, a robust system uses all three types of ML in concert. You might use unsupervised learning to discover new types of botnet attacks. Once discovered, those patterns are labeled and fed into a supervised classifier for high-speed blocking at the edge. Meanwhile, a reinforcement learning agent optimizes the overall firewall rules to balance security against CPU overhead. This multi-model approach requires a unified orchestration layer. As engineers, your job is to build the connective tissue, the APIs and message buses that allow these models to hand off data to one another seamlessly. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle where the system gets smarter with every terabyte of traffic it processes. When using reinforcement learning for global traffic management, consistency is your biggest hurdle. If an RL agent in the US East region makes a routing decision that conflicts with an agent in Asia Pacific, you risk routing loops or flapping. To solve this, we integrate ML policies with distributed consensus algorithms like Paxos or Raft. Before an RL agent's action is committed to the global routing table, it must be validated against a set of hard constraints and synchronized across regions. This ensures that while our dynamic cost optimization is aggressive, it never violates the fundamental stability of the network. We are building systems that are intelligent yet deterministic. We are moving toward the era of the autonomous cloud. In this future, the distinction between the code and the model blurs. We will see self-tuning kernels that use ML to optimize disk I/O in real time, and predictive failure mitigation that migrates workloads before a hardware fault even occurs. For you, the architects, this means your role is shifting from writing static rules to designing the objective functions and safety guardrails that govern these intelligent systems. Mastering supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning isn't just a career boost. It's the fundamental requirement for building the next generation of ultra-scalable, high-availability infrastructure. Thank you for your time, and let's go build the future.